All right, good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this segment of my YouTube channel. This is when I come out to break down the trade I took for the course of 7 days, which is a week. I'm still looking for a title to give this particular segment, but I guess still getting used to that. So for now, let's just go over the trades we took. And by the way, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. All right, let's get into it. So this is NZD card, which we took a sell a buy last week, which ended up being a loss. But last week we took a very beautiful sell, trend line break with the immediate support being broken, as you can see there. So that was where I entered the trade from. I will put on my trade history so that you see it. That was where we took the trade from. It was a very beautiful trade, around 1:4, 1:4.5. I took the trade on Friday, on Thursday, then woke up on Monday to see the profit. So as you can see, this is the trade history. Very, very beautiful trade. It didn't really stress me at all because I was not on my phone the whole time. I just woke up to see that we have hit TP. So that is just how I like to take my trades. Take the trade, go out of the screen. But I understand if you're still looking at the screen, that's the beginner's energy. But if you're not doing that, bravo. Kudos to you, yeah. So this is GJ, right? This is GJ. I missed my entry on GJ, but later caught a beautiful buy. Now let me analyze for you. We'll come to the weekly time frame. As you can see, uptrend, right? Uptrend. The weekly time frame is to catch the trend, what's happening. All right, so this bearish engulfing candle, very strong bearish engulfing, is changing character for the uptrend, right? But we don't just take a sell. As you can see right here, it's forming like a left shoulder head change of character to form the right shoulder and sell off, right? So this is the weekly time frame. We have to capture the uptrend to complete the right shoulder, right? So we come down to the daily time frame, and as you can see, nothing crazy going on. This was acting like a resistance that was taken out and acted like a support for a very long time. A lot of people would take sell from there, but we don't take sell from there. We must implement our Fibonacci to only take sell from that support. Rare cases, which if you are subscribed, you should know by now why we do take sells from there. Now I bring in my Fibonacci to catch where I will be interested to take the sell from. I'm not gonna lie, I missed this trade. I didn't take it because I was distracted. Okay? So I didn't take this trade. So as you can see right there, the 78.6 and 61.8 is our entry model, right? That's our entry point. That's the golden zone, right? But like I said, I'm not in this trade, so I missed the whole sell. But I'm just giving you the breakdown on how you should enter these trades, right? You bring your Fibonacci from swing high to swing low, map out your golden zone, you come down to the 4-hour, you do your counter trend break and all that, beautiful trade. When you're taking a sell out of a counter trend break, you have to look if there is any immediate support that is being taken out. All right, immediate support. If it's for the buy, immediate resistance that is being taken out. So if you are subscribed, you will know my strategy is very easy. We don't fix what is not broken. No, we don't do that. So if I was to enter this trade, this is how I would have entered. Counter trend to the golden zone, break of the trend line, and sweeping this previous support. Now this second red candle after the one that break the trend line should have been my entry. That right there should have been the entry. And look at what happened. A sweet 1:4 would have been caught on this trade. Very beautiful. And as you can see, we are still selling off from that point as well. So GJ is just a blessing for last week, but we missed it, and it happens. You can't be everywhere at the same time. All right, so that is that about that. It's a very beautiful trade. Let me see if there's any other thing to spot out from here. There's the 4-hour. All right, I don't think there's anything much to look at there. So this is card JPY. All right, Now, for this trade, I was looking to sell, and I will tell you the reason why. When you come to the weekly time frame, same thing, right? This is an uptrend that was taken out with a very strong weekly bearish engulfing candle. Look at that candle right there, very strong, right? And you know how we do it. We don't just sell, right? We have to look for a counter trend break. Now we come down to the daily time frame, and as you can see, this is the counter trend that was forming, right? But it didn't really just break out. It went to form triple top out there, as you can see at the top, a triple top. So we are expecting this price to break the daily uptrend for us to start looking for a sell, which will be considered as a counter trend, not really an uptrend, to be a counter trend, right? First touch, fall off, second touch, fall off, third touch, coming with higher highs and higher lows, but still we're expecting a fall off. But at the same time, we are all speculators in the market. We don't really move the market. We don't have a say, right? So all we do is just look at what is going on, use our strategy to find a way to enter. Higher highs, higher lows, So you just have to keep plotting your trend line until you see that break. Look if there's any immediate support that needs to be taken out. Just simple strategy. We don't break what's not, so we don't fix what is not broken here, right? The strategy is simple, and if you subscribe, trust me, you will enjoy it. It makes trading very easy. I'm not saying you should trade like me, but trust me, it will make your trading very easy. I'm not going to lie to you. It was analysis like this I watched on YouTube that helped my trading career. It's not like I'm trading like the person, but it's still similar, right? Because it made trading easy. I mean, it's not a strategy, it's an approach, all right? So that's our uptrend in the counter trend, uptrend line on the counter trend. So if it breaks to the upside, we look for buys. If it breaks to the downside, we look for sells. Simple and straightforward. There's nothing much to do here. But I think I didn't take this trade because it just went up. So back to GJ, right? Uptrend on the weekly time frame. That's what we do. We come to the weekly time frame, we see the uptrend. You come down to, now look at this level right here. This was acting like a resistance that is now taken out as a support to bounce off, right? So a lot of people will be expecting a bounce off to continue buying, but because of that bearish engulfing, I don't think we'll be going high for I don't think we'll be looking for continuous buy. But meanwhile, we have to take advantage of the right shoulder that is forming, and as you can see, that's a liquidity sweep right there, and the change of character with the bearish engulfing to form the right shoulder and fall off. So that is what we are looking at, and it's the weekly time frame, so we have to take advantage of the counter trend move, right? Look at it from the line chart. You can see as well, beautiful formation forming right there, nothing much. As you can see, back to the candle. So I was supposed to take a sell from this point, but I took a buy, which I don't think I recorded the video on why I took that buy, but if you have been following me, trust me, my trading style, you should get it by now. I looked at the 4-hour time frame and I noticed let me go to the 4-hour time frame. I noticed that the counter trend to the upside has been taken out. You see, with a bearish engulfing, that's the trend line that was taken out, with the support being taken out as well. But now, why didn't I take the sell? Because my risk to reward on this trade will be 1:1. And guys, you know we don't take 1:1 risk to reward. Anything less than 1:2, we are not interested, right? Even 1:2 is rarely, all right? We don't always take trades like that. So this trade on CAD GBP JPY was a very beautiful buy. In fact, the trade has closed in a very massive profit, and I was really excited for last week. Honestly, last week was a very profitable one. So as you can see here, we've smashed TP1, right? Or we're close to it. Yeah, we're close to TP1. Still on GBP JPY, right? Still on GBP JPY, right? So you come down to the daily, as you can see, price is close to our TP1 right there, right? We're looking for sales, but at the end of the day, you have to be flexible, right? You don't move the market. You only anticipating. So you have to be really flexible when you trade the market. So this is it right there. Beautiful buy we caught. So price is close to our TP1. When price gets to TP1, we will have to move the stop loss to break even. That is what we do. Usually I don't take profit at 100% retracement, but I wasn't too certain about this buy. Remember, we're looking for sales, right? So that's why we have to close some profit at that level, which make it our TP1. So as you can see, we are in profit for this trade. That's my phase 1 pass on gold funded, which I've lost the account, but nevertheless we are still going forward, right? So TP1 has been taken out. We have to move stop losses to break even. TP1 has been taken out. Yes, all stop losses has to come to break even. Simple and straightforward. Stop loss to break even right there. So if you go to my channel, the shorts videos, you will see I talked about why I took a buy instead of a sell on this particular trade. Perfect. So that's it right there. Stop loss have been moved to break even as the TP1 has been taken out. So I just hope that you've been able to capture how I take my trades and how I analyze the market. I don't use any serious indicators. So subscribe and I'll see you next.